We've all seen it. The hatred, the ugliness, the crying, and the downright disgracefulness. That is fanboyism. You may be wondering, how can I help these misguided manginas? Well, we're proud to announce that through supporting your local F&P and through F&P merchandise purchases, an undisclosed percentage of the proceeds will help fund the castration and spading of these feral beasts. But you must hurry, because left unchecked, the situation will only worsen. So please, help us in raising awareness on this unprecedented and increasingly annoying, ignorant, and childish behavior by visiting the link below, before it's too late.
Hi.
Hi.
So,
Hello.
Hola.
How are all of you?
¿Cómo está? Muy bueno.
How is everybody today?
Doing great.
All right.
Doing good.
What'd he
Flame,
say?
what is up? Punisher. Cloud. Dizzy. What's up,
Somebody
everybody?
block that cloud guy. What the hell?
Yeah, we need to block Cloud. He's that Canadian dude.
Mm.
And we got
Damn
Adam.
Canadians.
Goddamn Canadians, I tell you.
But yes, and Frizzle. It's Wednesday night. It's 8 o'clock. It's that time again. And we're going to start off with, we will introduce our panel from the bottom right up. What is up, Mr. Centurion?
What is up, man? It is Wednesday. I am ready to talk games, and man, it has been a good week for both news, drama, and gaming.
News, drama, and gaming.
Let's do it. Well, you know, like it's kind of like the weather report. You know, if I could have like, you know, this like a country called Twitter, I'd be waving my arms. You know, precipitation of drama is extreme right now on Twitter. It's actually a little bit more extreme than normal.
Chance of extreme stupidity on the rise.
Yeah. Well, those were tornadoes of stupidity. Those are coming in over here, and
I think that hit the whole world.
Cloud has a code on the screen. I'm not sure what it's for.
Yeah, multiple codes for sure.
But yeah, be afraid. Be very afraid. Yeah.
So,
It's shower with Cloud.
Yeah.
Not again.
It's
yep. Frizzle said it's already gone. He's never fast enough.
All
Sorry,
of them?
Frizzle.
Damn.
All three of them? There were 3 codes there.
yeah, that's not one single code. That's
all right, someone's running bots.
Yeah.
There were 3 codes.
There's theme codes. So, yeah, there's 3. And I don't know what game these are for.
There's more than 3.
Oh, Frizzle said he didn't even try. Come on, dude.
Steam is 3 sets of numbers and letters.
I'm just used to looking at Xbox codes, and I glanced, and it looked like 3.
yeah.
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
ain't
me too.
working on my Xbox. What the fuck?
Those aren't
Or my
Xbox.
PlayStation or my Switch. Some bullshit.
Right?
Fake codes. Fake codes.
They're
Right.
used.
Yeah.
And then to the left, we have the guy, the O's are actually zeros, and his equipment never really works, but he's here anyway. What's up, Dreadpool?
Yay, I'm here. Maybe, right?
Not for long, probably. You'll get
Yeah,
moving.
not for long. Yeah, I don't know. I keep saying that I'm playing Forza Horizon, but nobody else is able to play any games because Xbox got no games.
Yeah, that's always.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, no, just playing around, having fun. As you can see, the old gray saltiness to the right of your screen. I'm apparently gonna go hang out with that fucker next week or so.
Well, I ain't fucking you, so that's
Well, that's good. I'm glad you brought your own roommate.
Yeah.
The
that's
lube
right.
is in the mail.
Wait a minute.
We'll get into that in a minute. We got to start the show first.
We were just talking. We were just talking about how I wasn't going to hit any ramps, and we are going to hit some stairs and try to get Paul to rail slide.
Nope, we're gonna spend 4 days torturing Carlo. It's gonna be much more fun that way. It's gonna be.
Well, if Paul gets pushed down the stairs, we'll know who did it now.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
that's
Carlo.
exactly right. Yeah.
Carl did the pushing.
Yeah, but see, Carlo's Italian, so he's gonna make it look like somebody else. It was an accident. You know, it was totally.
And speaking of the guy that Dred's talking about, we fuck up and we let him on the show at least once a year. He's making the rounds. This is his second podcast for a day. Paul, what have you been up to, dude?
I have been playing a whole lot of Star Wars or Lego, the Skywalker Saga.
And
Whole
I'm
lot.
so sorry.
Yeah, each their own. I'm really enjoying it, but now I've completed all the stories. Now I'm on the grindy parts that go collect this, go get that, blah blah blah. Go make 10 billion studs. Yeah, that's gonna take a while.
Make 10 million studs, huh?
Damn.
Yeah. There's a lot. Yep.
So many studs.
Well,
So
if KY would swallow so much, it'd be a lot quicker. Yeah. Oh, sorry.
It is what it is, brother. It is what it is.
But no, other than that, just been having fun, getting ready for the trip and taking care of some other things I got to get taken care of. This week and next week are going to be really busy. So, yep, that's about it.
Jerica, what is going on? Haven't seen you in chat in ages. And we got Lady in there.
It's
Hey,
been
lady.
4 years.
Lady.
And in the middle, we have our official Borderlands sperm thingy. What's going on, Mr. Leo?
Oh shit, that's me. What's up,
That's you.
everybody? Hope you're having a great night, or morning, or afternoon, wherever you are in the world.
Exactly.
I'm drinking coffee and trying to stay awake while doing this. Some Pete's
Say my
coffee.
cup of coffee.
Damn.
Thanks to Wilmy, I got hooked on it.
I'm telling you,
So
this
good.
Pete's coffee is the best shit ever.
Mm-hmm.
What is it
Oh,
called?
yeah.
Dangerous. Because it means I want
Pete's.
more.
Pete's?
Yeah.
P-E-E-T-S.
It's
Pete's
it's like a better Starbucks. Yeah.
It's from California.
Yeah,
Oh, dude, this
it
shit's
is.
amazing. Dark roast. Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
And
You know
then
me, I love a good dark roast.
And then to the left of Leo, we have the man who just admitted at the beginning of the podcast he only swallows on the third try. What is up, KY Bob?
Yeah. Yes, I'm excited to be here on Gaming Beyond the Box. It is Wednesday. It is time. I've probably been on this show more than any other show, and it is a blast.
That shows how
Every
bad our
time I'm
taste
on it.
truly is, doesn't it?
Oh shit!
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a new panel member, so
I've been playing Halo Season 2. I'm not one of the haters because I enjoy it because with a family and a home and a career, I have a limited amount of time to play. So I think that the content is just right for those that grind and that's all. They don't touch grass. It's not enough content. I'm sorry for you.
You know, touching grass is overrated this time of year in the South because it's full of
It
pollen.
really is. It's
Yeah.
actually overrated.
Yeah.
Fuck touches grass anyways.
I've been playing
what's
Trek to
grass?
Yomi. Trek to Yomi, a nice spin, side scroller.
nice. That's what I've been playing too.
It's decent.
nice
Man, it's
combat.
repetitive.
Always block
I
first.
see. I
What
have
were
trouble with
you-
Trek to Yomi personally, but it's a beautiful
What were
game
you
though.
saying? Did you say something about fucking a wombat? What?
Wow.
Who screwed a wombat?
I totally missed that. Maybe it's the new AirPods. They're just
And among other things, I just launched a new podcast last week. It's called
Another one?
Set Live.
how many
I
is that
broke-
you're launching now?
No, we broke affiliation. Me and Power Man 4K broke affiliation with the Xbox Live Party podcast because of a difference in opinions on what to do after monetization was achieved. So,
Oh, wasn't it because of the song?
no, it wasn't because of the song.
Oh, I thought it's because you'd only swallow on the third try.
So we decided to open our own channel so that we do reach that point. Every penny will go back into the community with game giveaways and everything else. And
From
wait a
somebody that's been monetized for years, I wouldn't swear to that because if you get like tens of viewers, you're not going to make maybe 30 cents a month.
yeah.
That's after YouTube takes all their
Yeah.
profit.
Yeah,
We're just
they're
here to
cut,
have.
yeah.
I mean, we're just here to have fun, and if we make anything, we're gonna give it back, and that's our mission.
So you
But
guys
anyway,
hear that, right?
in about
Everybody
10
that's
years,
subscribed to their
you
channel,
might
you'll
be able
get
to get
20
cheap-
cents a month.
That's
Yeah, I was gonna say
right.
About 10
That
years,
is
you might be able to give away a cheap game.
It's me, Power Man 4K, and a good friend of your all's, Assassin Lupa, is a co-host.
Oh.
Lupa.
Love Lupa.
Boy, she's starting to get busy again because she's also a co-host with us on Good Morning Xbox on Sundays
Yes.
right now.
Yes.
Damn.
Yep.
She a little busy bee too.
Thursday nights at
I'll
9
stick
p.m.
with just.
I don't know how y'all do so many. Like
I don't either.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'll stick with just this one.
doing this Wednesday, and then every once in a while when Mooch can catch me, and that's the only time I'm ever on anything. It's like,
Yeah, I'll stick to
got
this
too
one.
much shit
It's
going
enough.
on, man.
Way
So let's
too
go.
much.
I'm ready. Let's do this.
All right, and then in the top right, what is up, Piniac? What have you been up to, dude?
What's going on? I've been working my way through Trek to Yomi, like KY down there. I think, people have talked about the combat being repetitive, and I mean, it is kind of, but I still like to, whoop ass without getting hit. So it's still kind of, I'm playing on the hardest difficulty too, FYI.
Well, what
No
game
sto-
doesn't get repetitive after a
No
few
story
hours?
mode. Yeah, but I mean, like the art style, and it's literally like playing a samurai movie, and I'm enjoying it. I'm in chapter 5, so I'm almost done. But yeah, really enjoying that. And after I get done with that, I am probably going to backlog something. Sorry, library. So it sounds
I was
awesome.
say, you're gonna backlog something else. Just throw it in the backlog.
And Track to Yomi, if in doubt, block first. Always block first.
Parry,
That's it.
motherfucker. Parry.
That's true.
And what's up, K-Man? And then next to
Over
me
to
with the hat and the giant beard. Kratos' third cousin 3 times removed by marriage. And now he's the creator of the Elvis Vibrator with 3 speeds, limited number control, Jailhouse Rock. What's up, HR Bomber?
What's up, man? Just busy doing things, taking care of the kids. Wife's been working like crazy, so it's just been a lot of work and not as much play as I'd like. Been playing a little bit of Halo when I can because I enjoy it. I can't help
Getting
it.
those invisible
Enjoy it.
items.
Yes, and getting those invisible items. I had to put that out there because that was hilarious. Because of all the shit that Halo's been getting, and then it comes up showing doesn't show me anything for the event. So I was like, all right, this is good. This is a good start. But at least it was tracking everything though. It still was leveling me, but not showing me what I'd get. So it was just kind of funny. But of course, playing some Rocket League because I can't give that away. And then I played a little bit of Trek. It's good. The cool thing about that game is you can play it without any sound, and it's the same. So it's
Wow.
because I mean the music is blah. I mean it's nothing to like write home about. And there's no, I mean unless, I mean you just read everything. Unless you know the language, and I sure as hell
Unless
don't.
you can't read.
Unless you can't read, then you just play.
I
That's
stabbed
fine.
a man.
It's still the same thing. You just are stabbing and blocking, and that's all it is. But it's
when
pretty
you
fun.
finish
though.
someone, it goes like,
Yeah.
and the blood splatters. And,
It's not too bad. It's not too bad.
For a
again,
$25 Canadian,
Yeah, I mean, for-
game, it's pretty good.
for
Yeah.
the cost of what the game is, for
Also on Game Pass.
hey, it is on Game Pass.
There you go.
Yep.
Oh, we're gonna get into a big. I've always shied away from Game Pass,
Of course.
but we're gonna have to talk about that shit this evening.
Oh, of course. Oh, yeah. We'll definitely dive right on it. But yeah, other than that, I mean, currently that's it. That's been my life right now.
Fair enough. And me, I keep going back to play freaking Blood Hunt.
Yeah.
you've been dedicated to
Get
that.
that
game.
W yet?
I got second place 3 times today.
Ah,
Dang.
damn.
Second place. What the fuck,
What?
dude? There's no
Oh, man.
anal probing on this podcast, Bob. Look, okay, we all get it. That's how you find your penis when you go to the bathroom, but that's really not appropriate for this podcast.
Night vision, bro.
Yeah.
That's night vision. Why are you sitting in a room with lights on?
I know it's too bright in here. I needed some night.
Wow.
You're talking to somebody that's ex-military, dude. You don't sit in a room with lights and have that thing operating.
That would hurt your eyes so
You would
bad.
be blind in a couple of seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't that for the Modern Warfare?
2,
Collector's
3,
edition or something
2 or
like that?
3.
Dude, we
Yeah.
did I
One
tell you
of
about that?
Yes, it was the collector's edition of Modern Warfare 2.
My buddy and I
that's
ran
right.
across the street, started knocking on the neighbor's door with those on.
Oh, God.
It was
Is that
another friend.
normal in Florida, or is that
Yeah,
unexpected?
It's Florida.
It's Florida. I mean,
Anything is normal in
everything.
Florida.
Yeah. I was gonna say nothing is unexpected. Trust me. It's
That's a true story.
He was an Army MP, and actually they both were. So we're knocking on the door, and he's like, got his gun. He's like, "What the fuck?" We're like, "Check out what we got. Just keep the bullets next time."
But now, let's get into the conversation.
That's awesome.
Everything.
Okay. I have been seeing this on Twitter all day. Mama Rocks, what's going on? Damn, it's late for you. I've been seeing this on Twitter all day. So, man, PlayStation says that they would have to lower the quality of their games to compete with Game Pass. I'm seeing people defend this. I'm seeing people complain about it. Me personally, I give zero shits. We'll start with Centurion. Centurion, what are your thoughts, man? Centurion, you there?
You're muted.
Yes, sir. I was listening to you. I couldn't get to the mute button in time. I'm sorry. I try to leave my mic on mute because I live next to a bit busy road, and guys like to fly down it with their motorcycles. So, the drama about Twitter. What part about the drama of Twitter are you wanting to talk about? I mean, like, where can you start? Like, is there enough time in the show?
Okay,
There's
he
really
didn't
not.
actually
That's
hear
why
what
we're
you were
just
talking about. He actually didn't hear what you were talking about.
Yeah. All I saw
So-
was the caption. Sorry.
What are your thoughts on PlayStation competing at all with Game Pass? Does it matter to you? Because I don't care. So I just want to get the panel's thoughts.
Man. Game Pass with PlayStation. If you really want me to be honest, this is where I'm wanting to do a video about this. In my opinion, PlayStation does not know how to plan for the future. They could not plan for the future to get their way out of a wet paper bag at this point, and it has become pretty apparent that PlayStation likes to prey on the faults of other companies, and they also like to rely on the same repetitive damn thing over and over and over again until that well dries up. And then once the well dries up, they basically start searching for another well because they have no idea in their minds on how, in my opinion, on how to plan for the long term. They're always in the short term game, and I feel this Game Pass situation is just yet another example of that, on how they just cannot seem to get with the times on how to make a proper subscription service. They got to somehow try to finagle some way of like, no, we got to keep games, away from, first party games coming there day and date. We got to keep it away because we got to maintain the sacred garden mentality. So at this point, I don't see PlayStation competing, but it also doesn't hurt me one bit because I'm invested in Xbox. So at the end of the day, I really don't care. I just chuckle at what PlayStation does.
Fair enough. All right, Dread, what are your thoughts, sir, while your equipment's actually working?
Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't listening to what Centurion
I
had.
Doesn't really matter at this point.
Yeah, right.
What's your thoughts anyway?
I think it's screwed up. It's just the let's overhype drama. That's all it is. Whether or not they have to do that, it's going to be perception, right? Because, certain games come out that were good quality that people are like, oh, that's trash. And then you got some other ones that are 8-bit and they're like, this is such quality. It just depends on what you're into. It's just all this is just yet again, more pay attention to me, more of that bullshit drama. Here's the console side I'm fighting for. Your side sucks. It's supposed to just play the games, and if the game's for you, the game's for you. If it's not for you, then it's not for you. Whether or not they make smaller games to be able to produce more, I mean, wait a second, they're buying more studios. Right? Isn't that the same scenario that Xbox did? They're buying more studios so that way they can produce more games and actually take more time to keep up with the quality that they want. And they even said to keep up with the demand that we need for the quality, it's going to take an extra year or two for all of our games. So you're talking about 5, 6 to 7 years. So if they're doing a Game Pass equivalent, they're going to have to push some games faster out. So there could be some leading edge games out there. So, you know what I mean? So
did you say leading edge or bleeding edge?
Bleeding edge.
No.
No.
Awful.
There's going to have to be something. Not every game is going to be a banger. I'm sorry. Not every game is going to be, quality like that. There's going to have to be some sort of filler, as they say. As the kids say, filler. No, I mean, it's just bullshit. It's not a big deal. They'll still come through with whatever. They're not going to put out a game with less time and actually put less quality into it. If they feel that they can not, I don't know, soak up much more time in putting quality into it and it's good enough, they'll put it out. Good enough is good enough. But if it's not good enough, we'll throw it back at them.
Yeah, okay. Paul.
Am I the only one who actually listened to the question that you actually asked? Because neither one of those guys. So you were talking about the comment that was made by the Sony exec, which personally I think, yeah. After he said that, I was thinking, why did he say that? He should have kept his mouth shut. Seriously,
because he believed in his own bullshit that they say. He's a fanboy too. That's all.
Well,
but I mean,
when you're the chief financial officer of a mega billion-dollar company, you're probably going to favor your company.
Damn right.
Yeah, hell yeah, you favor your company.
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't, guess what happens? You're not part of that company.
That guy is a corporate shill right there.
Yeah,
I'm not to be that guy, but I'm so tone deaf to the console wars on Twitter, and I work so much. I will be truthful. I actually did not see that tweet. What did he say, if I can ask?
Wilmy, didn't you have it?
First party games in the service game day one because he feels that the investment from their point of view is going to be lower if they're putting it in a sub-service day one, and he doesn't feel like the quality is going to be there. That's all he said.
Yeah. To me, if you really look at it, it doesn't make sense. Well, if we release it day one, we have to put less money into it. It won't be as high a quality. What? So basically what he was really saying is we need to milk as many people for $70 a game as we can to keep the quality up. But
that's almost a kick in the face, Paul. I mean,
did he say 70? Better make it 80.
Yeah. But I mean that's kind of how it read. I don't currently play those games, so I don't care. But they keep trying to come up with these reasons of why they can't do this day one thing. And none of them really make sense. Like I said, they really should just keep their mouth shut. Let the fan base do what the fan base is going to do, because, whatever.
Make videos and cry about it online.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Pretty much. And
so
this is going to be the best response ever. Leo, what's your thoughts?
I wasn't I wasn't here when you asked the question, so
So, do you care that Sony said that to put their games in a Game Pass type service, they would have to lower the quality of their games?
I can understand.
for day one release.
Yeah, for day one release.
I can see why they would think that with how far they go into their exclusives. I mean, look at them. They use mocap on everything. That's gotta cost a lot of money, and I can understand
Oh,
where
yeah.
they're coming from. And most people do not like change, especially in big companies like that.
Yep.
So
Well, and that big company in particular really doesn't like change. We've seen
Yeah,
that
I'm not
throughout the
gonna go
decades. But it's true. I mean, yeah.
those games are very expensive, and they don't really know what to do with the whole subscription thing, and you can tell that by whenever you hear them talk about it. So they're just going to stay doing what they're doing, and I don't see a problem with it. Everyone's different.
Exactly. That was the answer
this
I was
is-
expecting from you, Leo.
And this
Yeah.
is coming from someone who owns all the consoles. So I have Game Pass, I have PS Now. I don't mind.
Brisket, Phasma. Yeah, I'm right there with you, Leo. All right,
That's my
KY
game.
Bob. What's your thoughts, or do you put them third in line before you swallow their load?
So,
You caught him off guard. Messed him up.
Yeah,
He had his
I
train
know.
of thought. He was ready.
okay. So, yes, I
Did you
game
think twice for you
everywhere.
to accept an invite next time? Would you?
Yes, I game everywhere. I got a Switch, an Xbox. I play my real-time strategy games on my PC.
I didn't hear
But-
PS5 in that.
I don't have a PS5 yet. I still got
Then
my
you don't
PS4
game everywhere,
Pro.
then, do you?
I got my PS4 Pro, and the only game I haven't been able to play on that is Ratchet and Clank.
And Returnal.
You don't game everywhere.
So, okay. It doesn't really. So to me, it's almost like. So they said they need to downgrade the quality of their games. So what does that say about a game like Forza Horizon 5, which is probably one of the most beautiful racers that we've ever seen in gaming, that opened day one on Game Pass? What does that say about that game? And I forgot who it was, but they mentioned mocap. How much
Leo.
of that tech? Yes,
I'm
Leo.
right beside
how
you.
much? How much of
Yeah.
that technology went in? I mean, you're talking photogrammetry and everything else to boot on Forza Horizon 5, and it went day one in the Game Pass, and it was a plus 90 meta. So, what are you saying if you think you need to downgrade the quality of your games to put them on a service? If you put them on a service and you charge for that service, guess what? You still make money on that game because you're still going to have a certain amount of people who want to have the physical copy. And then you're going to have millions of people that you have lassoed into this service because they get the first party games. That's the joy of Game Pass. Every game that Xbox Studios ever comes out with, I know I've got day one on Game Pass. I don't have that,
Yeah.
nor do I have anything like that in the tier system coming up for PlayStation. I have a 2-hour demo. That it doesn't make no. You
If
don't
you're
have to
subscribed to
downgrade.
premium, are you subscribed to premium? Because you don't get that demo if you're not
You don't
subscribed
get
to
that
I
premium.
ain't no subscribe to
Yep.
premium. I just have PS
You don't
Now.
get the demo then.
I have
All-
Now
all-
and Plus.
You don't get
See,
that demo.
By the way, since you brought up Forza, I will remind people that remember there was that $45 premium add-on that you could get, from early order. Even if you had Game Pass, you pay $45. You got the $90 version.
Yeah,
Thousands of people did that.
not
Thousands of people.
thousands.
Did.
thousands. I was
Millions.
one of them.
I was one of
Yeah,
them.
millions. Yeah.
There were millions
Yeah.
because they
I
already
had the
said
premium
by
Yeah.
day
version.
one there was like
Yeah.
one
Oh, that's
million.
right. Yeah.
Everything. And then
So, yeah.
I canceled it just because I could get it cheaper with
For 40
my
for
subscription.
it ended up being $35 for a $90 version of a game.
Yeah,
Sweet. I'm there day one. You know?
I mean, I only like to rip on corporations when they because PlayStation, they do make great immersive adventure story driven games, but it's the bullshit that comes out of the execs' mouths about why they don't do things that just really grinds my gears because it makes no sense at the end of the day. Because at this, like I said, it's like they're saying, well, we'll have to downgrade this stuff to the point of being downgraded, like Forza Horizon and Halo and all this other stuff that you get with Game Pass. No,
like I said, in making the statement he made, he just gave fodder to the Warriors, is all it was to me. That's why I said that they probably shouldn't have said anything. Just do what they're going to do.
Yeah.
Isn't that what I said the long way around?
Yeah,
Probably,
but as
yeah.
usual, you said it really the long way around. You went way around your elbow to get to your ass on that conversation.
Right? But yeah, I
You're
don't
used to
buy
speaking
it.
to people at work.
Yeah.
Yeah,
a
that's
comment,
true too.
a comment that sticks with me from the moment it was said by Jim Ryan was that we want to keep our day one releases pure. What does that mean? To me, that means
They want to stay a virgin. They don't want you.
They want us
to me, that means that they want their money up front, their retail price up front for that game, like it's been for the last 40 years.
That's the same way I hear it too. That's the same way I heard today's comment as well.
What is pure? I mean, we live in a digital age. What the hell is pure?
Pure is Sock's new adventure. It's for two guys and a sock. Okay, that's pure. Hi for it.
But yeah, I've had my rant. Go on to the next one. Yeah.
All right, Piniac, what's your thoughts? I already know your thoughts, but go ahead.
I don't have a business degree. I haven't sat on the board of directors for a multi-billion-dollar company. So if that's what they think, whatever. I have Game Pass for the record, Ultimate. I don't know. Would I be happy if Spider-Man 2 was in my premium bundle day one? Probably.
Fuck Spider-Man 2. I want Wolverine.
But that game's going to sell 20 million copies in 4 months.
Easy.
So, and it's going to probably cost, a shit ton of money to make. And right now, PS Plus is only at 46 million people. So, I don't know. I'm not doing the math because I don't fucking care.
I'm 100% with you.
Smart.
Yeah,
There you
give
go.
me the games I want to play. I'll buy the service or I'll buy the game.
People
And
on
that's
Twitter
where
all
we're
day
at.
long
That's where I'm at.
that can't add 2 and 2 together, but they're going to tell a $1 billion company how to run their shit.
And that's the funny thing, right? We're worried about games being lesser quality. How about games actually coming out complete? Like, I don't know, Cyberpunk, some of the other ones.
How about games that actually work without crashing your
That too.
console? That'd be nice too.
Well,
Did you say
Remember
there's
when
an argument-
Outriders came out?
Did you say there's an argument to be made that games are
Remember
coming
that,
out lesser
Bomber?
quality now than they have ever before?
I kind of think so, in a way, yeah.
in their defense, we've not quite seen the point of problems that we saw with Cyberpunk or Outriders. We haven't seen that yet from first party.
You
So
want to bet?
I don't know. I remember.
I don't know. I'm still waiting on
What
campaign.
was it? Days Gone. There was a lot of bugs with Days Gone.
Oh,
I remember
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Hell, I
They
still
were-
can't find my
they were
motorcycle.
funny.
It's like
Shoot, there's still a
Days
lot.
Gone late. I'm sorry.
Hey, just so you know, there's a lot with Horizon Forbidden West still, and I love
There's,
it.
Yeah.
because
There's
the
a
last
ton
time
of
I
that game.
played, Horizon, I actually kept going through a wall.
Yep.
Wow.
I endlessly,
Did it help you?
I
a few
endlessly
NPCs with no
humped
heads. That
the
was
side
kind
of a mountain, and then I went through the mountain and then fell through the earth and died.
Yeah, there's a
surprisingly,
section-
Blood Hunt does not have any issues so far.
No.
that I've seen.
It's so far.
Now, Blood Hunt, I was playing today, and there was a guy, actually, he was like chest up out of the asphalt. The other half of it was down inside.
Hey, I got to see through walls though that time. So
But
that was
now,
cool.
before we get too sidetracked, Bomber, what was
Yeah.
your thoughts on the topic?
Yeah, my thoughts on the topic pretty simple. I don't care what these billion or trillion dollar companies think is good for their company. They're not thinking of the consumer when they do what they do. We all know that. They do it for what they need, which is money to keep afloat, whatever they're doing. Yes, will they do things that will benefit a customer? For sure. And my thing is these companies they have their own way of doing things. Sony is not going anywhere anytime soon when it comes to PlayStation anyway. and PlayStation still does very well for all their first-party games. I think the only one that kind of, I say, missed, I guess, was Forbidden West, I guess, but because of Elden Ring said screw everybody.
Oh, Elden Ring fucked a lot of shit.
Yeah, that just screwed everybody up when that game really came out. But I still see people playing Forbidden West. So I mean, it's not like it killed it. I just don't think it hit as hype, But that's neither here nor there. But it's still selling very, very well, regardless. All their games are pretty top quality for the most part. I mean, I have not played a game that's, complete trash from Sony, that at least that the games that I've played so far. So I mean, they do what they do, and they've done it very well, especially last generation, the end of PS3 era. They kind of have killed it in that area, and they have still done very well this year. Of course, Insomniac being pretty much the big horse on that one. But yeah, I don't care really what they do. Kind of like what Peniac was talking about. Would I be happy if Sony had PS Plus Premium with day one games, first party? Sure. I mean, I love Game Pass, and that's the main reason why I wanted to go with Game Pass. So yeah, sure, throw those games in there so I don't have to pay $70 every time they release. Sure.
You okay, Bob?
I'm completely okay with $15, $16 a month.
There's a wasp flying around my room. It's trying to sting me.
So I mean, that's just me. I mean,
swallow.
I'm not one to buy every game that comes out, so that's why Game Pass is a big deal for me, and that's why I think it would be great for Sony. But if they don't want to do it, guess what? I'll just buy the games when I can or see fit or that I get excited about. So
Hey, Macarena.
You need some help, Bob.
Right.
Yeah, other than that, I mean, that's it. So what about you, Wilmy, other than you say you don't get shit?
I really don't care, but I'm going to be honest. I don't think each one of these companies should copy each other.
No.
I really don't. I want them to be unique. I want them to be completely different. I don't want them to do the same exact things.
Because if they did, they might as well merge.
Because I know people say, I think you should be able to play a game everywhere. It's like, then companies don't need to exist.
Doggy.
Why should I buy a PlayStation? Because I want to fucking play Spider-Man. Why do I buy an Xbox? Because I want to play Forza. It looks fucking awesome. And if there's just no reason to do that, there's going to be one company that's going to own everything. There's going to be a single box. They're going to charge whatever the fuck they want to for it.
Exactly.
Games are going to be charged whatever the fuck they want to for it. And everyone's going to cry about it because now they're pissed off because they can't afford anything.
Because that already happens. That happens here, but with our electricity.
Yeah.
Because we used to have multiple companies, but then some company came in and bought out all the other electrical companies.
Southern company.
So now, when this electric company comes in and goes, wait, we're going to jack up your rates. We have no choice but to bend over and put on the lube because they have no competition.
You get lube.
He called Bob.
He would have bought it.
He gets it from Bob.
But that's the thing. They need to be competition. Yep. PlayStation is the reason Xbox came out swinging this new gen.
Yep.
Am I wrong?
No, that's exactly right.
That is the reason.
Is good because competition pushes the platforms to
competition
evolve.
Pushes it. I don't want all three of these to be the same. I still want to hate Nintendo in the morning. And I want PlayStation and Microsoft to be two different types of corporations.
Yep.
I want two different experiences, one from each.
All I did say, or I did respond in a post, I said, and when they do make changes and make adjustments, I want to see them doing a step up, not a step sideways or a step back.
Exactly.
I want to see improvements in what they're doing, not just go along to get along or whatever.
Yeah, be competitive.
Right. That was the point I just wanted to make on. That's what I was getting at earlier with PlayStation. Is PlayStation's business model is based on being reactionary rather than innovative. Microsoft has always pushed the envelope. They've always been innovative. That's why they're still the only hardware manufacturer out there that actually develops controllers for people that are handicapped. They don't rely on third party companies to do it for them. Microsoft has always been innovative. The innovation has almost bit them in the ass. I remember.
Don't don't be taking my accessibility shtick. That's my thing, man.
No,
I
I'm just
got a
talking
whole
about
chin.
right. But sometimes they push the envelope too far, like
Fuzzy.
what they do with the Kinect.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but I mean, like, I want to
Well, they
see
didn't push
that
that one
kind
far
of
enough.
competition where the competition is innovative, not reactionary, not like, oh, they came out with this service and now we got to make that service.
So
I
you're
want to see
saying-
them create something
Yep.
through like what they want to do.
So you're saying Nintendo is not a visionary? They sold us cardboard. They sold us. They sold us
I'm going to say
controllers.
that
They sold us
visionary. That's
controllers.
genius right there.
Yeah.
Somebody
The
standing
people-
in a warehouse staring at a box.
The people
Yeah.
at Nintendo, the people at Nintendo are still walking around listening to Duran on their Walkmans, and they're still thinking it's 1985. Dude.
They sold us Joy-Cons and the Wii controllers that you jerk off with, and you're looking at your girlfriend going, "Oh, you can do that for that long, but you can't do."
They sold me a controller that comes out next month too.
Yeah, and the
I wanna
goddamn
build
Switch is
on
gonna
what
be the
Wilmy
best
said.
selling
So-
console of all time. by
That
the time it's
Sunbreak
done.
controller is so good.
What Wilmy said, yes, I do. I want the separation in the platforms. Yes, of course, we all do. We want them to be unique, but I want to
They are,
see-
Frizzle.
I want to see some sort of a resemblance between the two, because Xbox Game Pass gives me my first party games. I would just like PlayStation to give me the same thing of their first party and it not be a 2-hour demo. That's
Well,
it.
I know that makes sense to you because then you'd get way more first-party games. If
But you
PlayStation
just said you don't
started
even
To
have
be
a
honest,
PS5
I
though.
buy all the first party PlayStation games right now. I have Forbidden West. I just haven't finished Horizon Zero Dawn.
Or have a PS5.
Yeah, you don't even have a PS5 yet, dude.
I actually want to go back and fire
What
up
you need to
Zero
do,
Dawn and see if it actually looks
Bob,
better.
He's
than
waiting for the
Forbidden West.
PS4
Tomorrow.
version to come out.
It looks really good on the PS5, Sean.
Bob,
It
Bob,
does look better, but it's not
I'm
tomorrow,
waiting.
Bob.
Forbidden
I'm
West
waiting.
skills.
I need you to call one of these. What are they called? These scalpers. Get the third one in line and
Nope.
get prepared to swallow. And they can get you a
No
PS5.
scalping.
No shafting.
And K Med says, Bob, you need a second job to afford PlayStation products. Come on, man.
The way I look at it, we've already know that God of War Ragnarok is confirmed to be on PS4. So, and I had no interest in Ratchet and Clank or
Ratchet and Clank
Bloodborne.
was fun.
Just get it on PC.
You don't like Bloodborne?
Bloodborne's on PS4 too.
Well, I mean,
It's not a new game.
I got
I'm
Elden Ring.
about to get him on the
Bloodborne
podcast
for
or
us,
something.
I
He
got
didn't want
Elden Ring.
Bloodborne. Holy shit. Dude, how do you not like Bloodborne?
It's not
That's
that I
like-
don't like it. It's just not a reason for me to buy a console.
You already have the
PlayStation
console.
4.
So you can play PlayStation 4 with Bloodborne.
You have a PlayStation 4, right, Bob?
I have a PlayStation 4.
Then that's
So
all
there
you
you go.
need for Bloodborne. You
Yeah,
don't
I
need to buy a
Bloodborne's actually-
PS5.
Yeah, I
free
just can't play the
with
remake. That's what I
PlayStation
meant.
Plus.
There is no
Oh,
remake.
you're talking about Demon Souls.
Yeah, that's Demon Souls.
Yeah,
You don't
yeah,
even know
Demon
what
Souls.
games
That's
you're
what I was
talking
talking
about.
about.
Okay,
Jesus Christ, don't even know what
Setting
you
me-
mean.
setting me straight.
Man.
You
I
heard
am
it
so
here.
confused right now.
You
I
heard
try
it
to
here.
figure out
where
what the heck
Bob's
he
not a
was talking
gamer. He
about.
just buys games, but doesn't game.
Yeah.
I think that's a lot of the podcasts I've listened to. I don't think somebody can do that.
Yeah, that's probably true. Yeah.
I listened to one day this week. I'm not going to mention the name. I was bored. I was here in my office doing work, and I saw they were streaming, and I listened to the show for about 20 minutes, and I'm like, this motherfucker has never played this game. I was like, there's no way in hell, because he's sitting here talking about it, but there's no way he's played the same game that I played for like 70 some hours. So it just tickles the shit on me to listen to some of these people.
I see
How
that.
about-
There's
how
so
about
many
we
people
ask-
like that, like with Forbidden West. So many people were talking about it and all this. I'm like, you've never played it. I know you haven't. There's
How
no
about-
way.
How about when you ask
I made
him,
it to the lift, Bomber. I made it
I
to the
know it.
lift.
I know it.
Then Elden Ring came out as well.
you ask
Yeah.
a master racer when he gets a brand new PC what type it is, and he reads off that it's a video card.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
There you go.
Man,
I put
yeah,
my,
I got
put
that
my closing
37
statement
Ti,
in the
baby.
chat. That's
I am
Yeah,
not a
you
fraud.
sticking with it.
Bob's a fraud.
He is not a fraud. He swallows on the third shot.
Dear Twitter.
No, he
kill
said
us
he
off
said
the
the.
frog.
To be fair, he said the third and after, so there's no end game there. It just goes and
Third
goes.
time is the
I mean, after that first one, you might as well just be like, all right, cool, keep going.
It's like when
One
you
of
have
them
the
there
spigot
soul
on
games.
and you're trying to hook up a hose and it's water's getting everywhere. All of a sudden, just once it connects, it just takes it all.
That's
I'm
it.
not buying the new PlayStation to play the new Mario game. Damn it!
You're trying to just feed that visual.
Anybody got anything?
Oh my-
Anybody want to add anything else to this whole conversation about what?
No,
Twitter's
no.
finna-
I think I'm good with the PlayStation.
We're good.
All right, so we're good on that one. We are good. Okay.
What the fuck?
On average, every 7 days, someone finds gaming happiness with FNP.
Baby doesn't like being put in a corner. That's why I like the game beyond the box.
That still makes me laugh every single time I watch it.
Is that Mag?
That's Mag.
It's always
Yeah.
that.
I'm gonna meet him in about 4 weeks. He's gonna come down to where I'm in Canada and say hi. We're gonna
You're
hang
not
out
in
for a while.
Canada. He's from Canada. And you're in Florida, right?
No, but I'm going to the week after I get back from MegaCon. I'm going to NiagaraCon, which
Oh,
we've
you're going
been
to
planned for
Did
like
they
3
open the
years.
border?
Yeah, the border's open, and yeah,
That shows you how much
So
I've been
he's
paying
gonna
attention.
he's gonna rail slide and then he's gonna go up there and then do a barrel ride.
that's it.
Nice.
Wilmy, I don't know if you remember or not because it was in a super chat months ago. But every time I see an FNP video, I think of my wife's reaction the day I showed her my FNP T-shirt that came in the
I
mail,
remember.
and she looked at me just serious as a heart attack, and she looked at me and she said, "Why would you get a shirt that advertised fat naked people?" I was like, "It's not. It's fanboy neutering program.
Yeah.
Look." She's like, "No, that's the small print.
If you
And that's
like
the
that,
first thing I think
I
of."
mean, let's go for it, man.
I mean, I'll run with that too.
Wear more.
Oh, great! I love it.
Sappho, thank you. I've been posting a lot of memes, but now Twitter is starting to censor me.
So stupid.
That
Even
started
on
over
the
the weekend.
non-memes.
What the hell, Elon?
Yeah.
I thought free speech.
They're
Hell.
actually censoring me on everything I post. It doesn't matter what it is. I can post hello and they'll censor it now.
I think they did. I think they did.
So, yeah, I guarantee you, if you look this podcast up on Twitter right now, there's a big warning underneath it.
You know what?
But yes, what's going on?
I bet it's even worse now that you got KY Lube on the show.
No, not really. No, they censored me more because I had Paul.
Oh,
Yeah, believe it or not, they went after Paul.
That's profiling, and
Yeah.
profiling is wrong.
straight because I'm a cripple, isn't it?
That's exactly what the damn email said. Yeah. But I watched this video. It really doesn't interest me too much. The game looks entertaining. I think the graphics look a little dated, but Gotham Knights, they're shedding their PS4 version and their Xbox One versions, which is exactly what everybody said needs to happen because these new consoles have been out almost 2 years now. People are saying, please give up putting these games on old gen hardware, but that's what Gotham Knights is doing. And now people, I know it's a shot, they're whining about it on social media. So,
They are. Holy crap! I gotta check this out. Oh.
I know, imagine that shit, right? But
Imagine
You
the
mean somebody on
hypocrisy.
Twitter actually has an opinion? OMG.
so what are your guys' thoughts on this game? What'd you think? Yes or no?
I'm interested, but I'm
yeah.
not sold.
Yeah, I'm not sold either. I'm definitely interested. I would definitely play it. I just wouldn't buy it right off the bat unless I knew someone like Dealer said, yeah, you know what, this meets the Arkham standards that he likes, something like that. Someone that's into it more, depending on what Leo says to different people, depending on
What'd I
how
do?
they react.
Do it. It was
You're not
bonkers.
listening. Don't worry about it.
I love the Arkham games. You should listen to me too. So I'm just
No,
saying,
I don't listen to you. No,
I know you don't. I know you don't,
I
asshole.
never do.
No.
I don't listen through my asshole either. So no, but and that's the thing is, I would definitely play it. I don't think even hear me out here, right? They could stop production on the Xbox One side if they ever wanted to, and it could still come out on the Xbox One through Game Pass, right? Just stream it right to your console, so that won't matter. Now, yet again, when you have your PlayStation, if they're doing their PS Plus or PS Now or Extreme or whatever edition that they have, I keep forgetting their tiers, because it's so confusing. Oh my god, so many
It's
tiers.
really not. But you're
No,
not
I
on.
know.
You're not in the ecosystem, so you're
Exactly.
not.
I'm not exactly. That's why I
It's
was
actually
being.
really simple.
That's why I was being funny about it. Yeah, but that's the thing is, could they bring that where somebody else can play it on their maybe not PS4, but at least on the PC? Yeah, they could still do it that way. So is it really hampering anything? No, but at the same time, did they really do all that work to make it backwards compatible for last gen? And they're just going to scrap it? That doesn't make sense either. That's a lot of work to just scrap. But I mean,
the only thing I can
people-
think of is they weren't able to get it to work as well as they'd like.
for now.
We don't need
for now,
another
yeah.
Cyberpunk. We
Right.
really don't.
Yeah.
The game industry does not need another
Nope.
Cyberpunk.
Well,
We
the
don't.
problem is Cyberpunk was also made for last gen. It wasn't made.
Yeah.
For,
It was not
That
made
is
for last
true.
gen. It was not made for
no,
last
it was
gen.
made. It was made
We've
for
seen
PCs.
that it was not made for last
It was
gen.
made for
Yeah.
PCs, but it was
Yeah.
last gen tech.
Yeah.
So this gen obviously was able to, take care of what last gen couldn't handle, and that same scenario, like you're saying, we don't want something like that. And could they do the same thing that PlayStation's been doing, where they just, all right, here's the game, it's only available on PS5, and a year later, oh yeah, well, now we made it for PS4, even though we told you originally that it couldn't be made that way. So whether or not they're doing the same thing, there's different avenues that we can get to these games. It's not a big deal.
Yep.
But it's yet again, right? Twitter, all the crybabies are crying, we don't want this, we don't want this. And then when they get what they don't want, the other half of crybaby Twitter goes, we want this, we wanted this. So it's a no-win situation. As long as the game comes out and it comes out complete and good, that's the only win we're going to get. Whether or not we all like it, it's another story.
Yeah. If this had been a normal console development cycle, no COVID, none of that crap, no chip problems, I'd say, okay, cool, because even I'm going, okay, it's time to move on to the next gen or the most current gen. But like you still have Sony still producing PS4s or, they're still producing them. They've announced. And there aren't as many consoles out there as there would normally be because of everything that's gone on. So, yeah, the Xbox side, we kind of have it made because one, you're right. We can probably, if they have it so we can play it through the cloud, regardless of which hardware we have, we can play the game. So, but the Sony side, they're gonna, that side's gonna kind of get screwed, I think. But like you said, they're also releasing it on PC. So,
but they're not doing that with PC though. They're not restricting me from my 12-year-old PC from playing it. Yeah, it's going to play.
Gotham Knights on that PC,
your 12-year-old PC may not handle the
playing
game.
I
Yeah,
mean,
it's not playing it.
play as good as if it was on the old console.
You'll have a window that's as big as my thumbnail on your PC. You can play the game.
Have we seen the minimum PC? I don't even think they've announced the minimum PC requirements.
It's not that far.
So yeah,
it's not coming out till October. So
I don't mind.
We'll see the specs in August.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, I don't think it's an issue that any of these companies say, you know what, we're scrapping last gen. Good.
Nope.
Keep it current gen. We're good. There's millions of these out. Deal with it. Whether then everybody's there's not enough out there for them to make money. Well, I'm
not saying that. I'm just saying
they're not confident in their own
right
software to sell. That's just my personal opinion. Does this game look freaking amazing? No. There's definitely already some lighting issues and stuff that you can watch throughout that whole thing. So, I mean, there's some things that they definitely need to touch up for sure. But, I mean, could it be fun? For sure. I still think it's weird that you can play as, the same character with your co-op partner. I think that's just weird.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that when they did that with Avengers either. There should never be like 2 Hulks or three Iron Mans or whatever. Yeah.
Because the Hulk wouldn't know better than a pedestrian.
Technically, there were 2 Hulks, a gray and a green.
When the Hulk
Depends
takes,
on the
you
Hulk.
need to punch a
And the
normal
red.
Well, yeah.
guard 10 times.
Yeah, I know that, but
Kill him like-
you get what I mean though. There shouldn't
Oh,
be
yeah.
in it. Yeah.
There shouldn't be 2 Bruce Banners running around.
Right. Yeah.
Actually,
Unless
Well,
this was the
what
altered
if
version,
David
whatever that
Banner?
bullshit is.
The multiverse. Yeah.
Did you say Ultraverse?
I could tell you some
Ultra-
stories,
I
Bob.
did. Do what?
I could tell you some stories.
Oh, I know it. I
No.
know it.
He can
But
tell
yeah,
you
it's
something.
just I'm fine with last gen just being done with. I don't care about it anymore. I don't play on that box anymore. I know there's a lot of people that still do, so I'm not saying anything bad to you. Keep playing what you want to do, boo. That's all.
Now,
I do.
here's another
you-
thought,
you
though,
do.
right? Here's
But I
another
want games
thought.
to run well, and currently every
But if-
game
yeah, and
that
if-
I have seen
if
that
you
is
take-
made for these new systems, they run smooth. Yeah, they may have a few glitches here and there, but for the most part, it's a smooth running game.
But we
So-
didn't have these issues. Here's the thing, right? We didn't have these issues in the 360 PS3 era, right? Because
devs are only
PlayStation-
developing for 3 platforms.
but PlayStation 2 was still being developed for
Of course it was.
all
Of
the
course,
way
'cause it was
almost
the highest, it was the most sold console
Right.
ever. So
almost
yeah,
almost up until the end of PS3, where they still pushing out games, and Sony had to tell that one publisher to stop making games for PS2.
well, why?
But
PS4?
yet again,
is the
nobody-
second
We don't
most-
we didn't have this fucking stupid drama of, oh my god, they're not
Well,
doing it
'cause-
now. Oh my god, you
well,
need to stop.
Well, it's 'cause social media wasn't a thing back then.
Right.
Well,
But
also the technology behind the
Yeah.
games has grown so much between now and then too.
Oh, yeah.
It's-
Right, but I'm just saying, even then, I mean, they're all 3 of these are based on x86. Okay, so except for Nintendo, right? So you got Xbox, PC, and PS5. Right, PS4 is even a x86 format. So since the One era and the PS4 era, they're all based on the x86, which is also computer format. So developing across that, yeah, there are some hiccups because there's certain specialties that PlayStation has versus the ones that Xbox has. But you just tweak them out, and I know it's not as easy as just flipping a switch, right? Don't get me wrong here, but you can work it. You know, some of the stuff is right.
Ain't none of it like a flip of a switch. As much as anybody that's an armchair dev that's out on Twitter right now that's
I wrote
listening
the
to
blog
this,
earlier today.
watching this,
Get
whatever,
Unreal
everybody,
5,
all you
man.
have to do is take Halo Infinite.
You know.
It's in that. You can just
Yeah.
take it out of that
So-
that whole slip space thing and put it right in the EA. Unreal
love how
5
you-
like it's easy. I promise you, it's so easy.
There's
Well, how do you develop things? I don't know.
all
But it's easy.
X8.
Bomber.
I love
Okay.
Palmer when he goes
Earlier
into
today.
real hill. He goes
Yeah.
real hillbilly when he does that.
Well, 'cause
That's the way-
that's what people sound. They sound like a
All right,
Well,
listen.
well, see,
reread from fucking Walker
that-
County,
that-
North
that is-
Alabama that doesn't
Yeah,
have any
yeah.
teeth and screws their cousins and sisters and then
Yeah.
marries their mom's sister's
See,
cousin.
here's
So-
the way I look at it with dropping last gen. You immediately remove 5 ninths of the equation for the devs having to optimize shit. You take away OG Xbox, OG PS4. You take away 1S, you take away Pro, and you take away 1X. You just take those out of the equation. And now they're developing for only 4 platforms. So 9 platforms, like I know some stuff scales and all that, but that's still a lot of fucking work for a dev team.
Yeah,
So
but
if I could comment
You
on
said
that
OG
part of
1X.
it.
Go for it.
For me, it's like there's more than just
OG
flipping a
Xbox
switch, getting into the sliders, changing resolution. Let's like when you're talking about fundamental changes in technology, one advantage that these newer game consoles has is the NVMe hard drive. So we're talking faster delivery of memory. That's a total game breaker. And for anybody, we all know, work smarter, not harder. Path of least resistance. We found that with CD Projekt Red and Cyberpunk. We found out having an NVMe hard drive made a night and day difference between a mechanical hard drive inside these older consoles. And if we want to talk about like just beyond the scale of resolution, ray tracing, all that, let's go take a look at the difference between an Xbox 360 game and an Xbox One game. Let's see, was it Mordor, Shadows of Mordor, the first one, not Shadow of War, Shadow of Mordor.
In the Xbox
Awesome game.
360 version, it was actually a scaled down version of the game. They actually had to fundamentally, basically cripple the AI. One of the key things that made that game popular on the Xbox One was the Nemesis program,
Nemesis system,
which is an adaptive AI that makes these guys react to you when you run into them again. They recognize you if you've damaged them. They've got scars and stuff that recognize the damage you've given to them. All of that was removed on the 360 level because basically the hard drive could not deliver that kind of performance.
It was not just the hard drive. It couldn't be done without the 8-core processor that was in the Xbox
So
One.
that basically turned it into a completely different game.
Exactly, and that's where you could, even though the game runs on the 360, it's sure as hell not going to function like the same game.
Is also not an x86. A 360 is a power.
Well, yeah, but we're talking like just tech.
Separate. And why would you want to get
the 360 is an x86?
What are you talking about?
Before
x86
or after Red Ring?
An x86 is an architecture that just basically explains to you the relationship between the processor and the bridges in the system. That's why we went from 32-bit to 64-bit processors, and we're still on an x86. It's just
Order 1886. Got it.
Yeah, it's just a basic architecture on how the system communicates with the different bridges and the different parts of the system. That's all it is. And we'll probably be on well, I know it's boring shit, but we'll probably be on x86 for the next
26 years.
Yes. Because we're just upgrading parts of that chain is all we're doing. It's going to be the same chain.
Sure.
How do we go from this bullshit from fucking?
From what?
You gonna
Because
play
I have
Gotham
ADHD
Knights
and it's extremely contagious. I mean, it spreads through the microphone.
Wow.
Suppose I heard you talk.
We got into the Order 1886 there somehow or another, and I'm just not sure how
That's
it all
another
worked.
game I need to play.
That
I
is
played like a few minutes of it.
There's
Hey, I
like,
bought
it's
a
still like
roguelike
games.
$7
Actually,
$7.80.
Well, no, I
Wilmy
have
Hood,
it.
It was good.
Wilmy Hood, he told me about that game. And it's really good.
It's a good game. I love the Order 1886, but the one thing I want to say is you could sit down having your morning coffee and probably finish that thing a little bit past dinner.
With one hand.
Oh yeah, it's a short game.
It's a 5-hour.
To put it this way, Bob, it's not a bad game, but you'll have to hit that second person in line, not the third.
I'm never gonna live that down. Am I?
You're never
No,
gonna let
no.
that
Oh, and I'm glad I was here for it.
down. Cyber, what's up, man? Yeah, you'll never live that down, Bob. Trust me. Even if next time you come back on this show.
So,
Matter of fact, your podcast, I'm gonna be in the chat spamming that shit.
so Bob,
I would love to have you in my chat spamming that shit, because that would mean I have one more person in my chat.
So then you'll have 8 altogether. Sweet.
here you go, Bob.
Ah,
I'll post
One
it in
doing
the
his
chat.
chat. Wink, wink.
Just make sure you're third or later in line there, Wilmy. You know, you want to.
There you go, Bob. There's your answer.
I had to fuck with him.
You can go ahead and click it and read it and weep.
Oh God.
I ain't reading.
There it
shit.
is.
I forgot how to read.
Oh,
Let's be glad
I'm
the
leaving
chat can't
everybody
see
out
what
of
you're
it.
posting in there.
Exactly.
All right, let's change gears.
Let's go.
Oh my God. Y'all about put me to sleep with that next topic. Now I need to wake the fuck up. Jesus Christ.
What the fuck?
On average, every 7 days, someone finds gaming happiness with FNP.
I'm here to play games, and that's why I choose to game beyond the box.
Lady's not in the chat, so I knew it's safe to play that one.
Oh, she was earlier.
I know she's not now.
Yeah.
I just
Like you care anyways. You wait for her.
Oh, Gaz is one of the
Damn
unique
right.
individuals in our community.
Oh
For
yeah,
sure.
he's unique.
Yeah.
That's a good way to say psychotic in across the pond over here.
All I know is I got the time down for those little fucking things. I mute it as soon as I hear it.
All right. Microsoft reportedly planning to launch cloud streaming device by summer of 2023.
Finally, let's just take it.
Take it away, Bomber. What's
I
your
mean,
thoughts?
my thoughts are I won't ever use it, but it's cool that it'll exist. Sure, another way to access it cheaper, another cheaper way than having a Series X or a Series S or whatever other series device they plan on breaking in the future. I mean, cool. Another way to get in there, just like the app that's supposed to come on the smart TVs and all that stuff. So, I mean, sure, cool. I'll still have my hardware, and I'll be happy with it, my Xbox and whatever. So, but anytime you get more people into it on a cheaper level or least expensive level, sure, I'm for it.
There you go. Because this thing, it says, will be very similar to Amazon's Fire Stick or Roku's Puck. And will also have access to movies and TV services. I don't know about you guys. All my TVs are Samsung, and Gamepass is already on my Samsung televisions.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, but my TVs
nice.
are all Bluetooth,
You must have
and I can connect a controller to my televisions.
Well, damn.
I've never tried. I'll be honest, I've never used it. The Game
Yeah, why
Pass.
would you?
Yeah, why would I? I've got 5 fucking Xboxes. But Game Pass is already on all my Samsung televisions.
That's because your TVs are new, right? Like within the last
I
2
think
years.
the oldest one's
Yeah.
like 2 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the thing is these TVs nowadays are more and more powerful. So there's your localization. You don't need that little puck.
I don't need that puck or that fuck. Yeah.
Which I think is cool. I mean, I think it's a cool idea, especially for TVs that are older. We already know the attach rate of people that are buying 4K TVs. It's still not way up there yet. There's definitely not a lot of people buying the brand new TVs that have the HDMI 2.1 in them. So having this little option just to plug in and still play games for less than $100 probably is going to be.
The price point of it's going to be kind of a big deal, I think.
Oh,
and
for sure.
You said 100. That's what I was thinking today when I read that. I was like, let's say it's $100.
Comes with the
what's
controller.
the use case for this? Like, I'm not buying one. I have an X.
Yeah.
Like,
exactly.
Like
Mo-
no one
most
hears,
of
no,
them-
no one
yeah.
hears. I mean, well, you'll buy it.
I was
You
gonna
can
say,
buy it.
I was gonna say, most of us aren't their target audience for this. That's
Now,
the point.
now, if you're a traveler or something like that, I think
Yeah.
it's even bigger than having a Series S. I think that's a huge deal. I mean, you plug
But
it
then
in.
you have to rely
Yeah.
on internet
Internet,
at the place you're at.
Well, I mean, shit, you got clearly over the last weekend, you got to worry about internet regardless. So,
Well, think about it from a parent's perspective, though.
Yeah,
If
exactly.
your kid's wanting a video game system, you're a cheap bastard, or you don't have the money, you buy them this.
That's right. Happy birthday. Stick this in
And
your
I'm
TV.
assuming
Happy birthday,
it's still-
Timmy! And Timmy opens that up and just cries.
It's still reliable.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah.
You're still gonna need Game Pass, right? For it, right?
That's
Oh,
not
for
a
sure. Oh,
console.
for sure. I mean, it's
So-
all digital for sure.
That's a Fire Stick, Dad.
Unless it's
You
a free to
suck.
play game.
Unless it's like
Fortnite, right?
Fortnite, yeah, Fortnite or a few others, yeah.
I can see it be useful for that. Free
I mean,
to
if
play.
all your kid wants to play for Fortnite,
Yeah,
hey,
get 'em a
there you go, there you go.
Fortnite or Roblox.
Now-
or Roblox.
Yeah. Yep.
Now, if and when Xbox Game Pass family deal actually happens and that's a thing, it could be even bigger because then
Oh, yeah.
you're paying 1 monthly
Yep.
fee or a yearly fee
Yep.
for having 5 devices that are Xbox
And-
devices, be able
Yep.
to log in and have your whole
Yep.
library of purchases, have your whole library of anything. So then everybody can use that. So that doesn't just mean just Game Pass. That means any purchases you've made,
Yep.
you just download it. So I think that
Yeah.
could also be good too.
Also, think beyond the U.S. marketplace. Think especially the
Oh,
Asian
yeah.
marketplace. I
Well,
can
they're
see
already
this
on
being
the
very,
cloud.
They don't
but I
care
can
about
see this
Xbox.
very well. But see, Phil's been working over there though. That's
The
one
cloud-
of the things that's
they're
what the whole
big on
cloud thing.
cloud,
It's the same reason
Yeah, they're-
Apple isn't big over there. They don't care.
But okay, you can. Okay, no, wait. Okay, hear me out. Phil's been focused over that's what a lot of the cloud gaming and stuff has been about. It's about getting it on the devices they use because they don't want another console. They don't want. But if you give it to them on something that is not going to be interfering with anything else they have, That market's already growing. We know that. He's done a really good job at that. That's been their focus the last couple of years. That's what a lot of this cloud stuff is all about. So this will add into that. This will help that market grow, I believe. And I think that's what they're betting on. Because they know most of us who have Xboxes aren't going to be going out to get this thing. You know,
They want the people that don't have Xbox.
You're looking at it from a gaming perspective. So it's like the whole reason why right now, if you're going to go out and buy a 4K Blu-ray player and you have at least an Xbox One X or an Xbox One S at the time, those actually had 4K Blu-ray players in them. So it was actually more into it to buy the game console than the 4K Blu-ray player because you just had a much greater range of options of what you could do with that device.
that's why I bought a PS3. I bought it for the Blu-ray.
Blu-ray.
It's the only reason I bought a PS3. It's the
And
only
I
reason
think
bought
they're
it.
trying to
Even
tap
at
into
launch,
the
it was like
fact
the
that there's
cheapest Blu-ray player, right?
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think they're trying to tap into the market that right now there's a very large population of people that are fed up with their cable providers, their satellite providers, and they're already wanting to cut the cables. They've already transitioned to living this lifestyle of living on the internet. They're not concerned about the internet shutting down. They understand that's just part of the negativity that when you live on the internet on that heavy. But I really do see people that are going to be out there looking at a device and they're going to see, well, I can play games with this one if I want to. This one I can't. I also use Roku devices. Their user interface is very antiquated compared to the Xbox One. So I really do think that, in my opinion, this would be something that would outshine Roku, just because it's going to have a way better user interface that's going to be a lot more consumer friendly, and playing games on it is going to just be a second feature that people are also going to take advantage of.
You know, it's funny.
I'm with you on that one.
This with the knowledge that they need to sign up for a sub.
I mean,
They do not.
For someone who's
as,
not a gamer,
as long as
they're not gonna buy it.
marketing has that right, then I think
Right.
it'd be
They
okay.
will probably tell you that you need to sign up for Microsoft, not
Yeah.
Xbox. They will tell
Correct.
you Microsoft,
Yeah.
just like they did with the browser. Even though they're the one and the same, you sign up for a Microsoft account, it'll give you access to that Xbox account.
I think it's going to be Xbox all the way. They're not
I
going to.
think-
They're
I think-
branding it as Xbox.
No,
It
they'll
ain't
brand it
No, they're-
Xbox, but they'll tell you to sign up on the Microsoft account.
Right, because the Microsoft
think
account
so.
will get you the Microsoft accounts will get you that free to play game. Will get you those Fortnites and those Roblox, whatever's
Right,
on
that's why they'll
outside the
say
And
paywall.
it'll no.
No, you don't understand. You don't
Dude,
understand.
Phil Spencer's not going to say Microsoft. Sign up for a Microsoft account.
No.
He'll never say that. He's going to
I
say
think,
sign
no.
up for an Xbox account
But
on
this
Xbox.
is this is
Hear me out. What are you doing on the browser? When you go on Apple products and you have to log in on a browser, you sign up on Microsoft. If it said Xbox, don't you think that they would put Xbox on there? No. They're doing it.
This is
They're,
an Xbox
it's one of the
device.
same. It doesn't matter. It's just the marketing. Who you gonna market? If you're gonna market Xbox
Gaming
people,
people.
that's not
No,
for
not-
gaming. It's not just for
you are.
gaming. That's the problem.
not you.
Yeah, it's not for us. Let's be honest.
It's
No,
it's not.
it's not. It's not for a hardcore.
It's for the people that don't know or can't afford it, like Wumi said, right? Whether or not you're cheap or not, doesn't matter. It's for those. It's to get it out there, right? Because they've already milked us, right? And how are you going to get more milk if you've already milked us like Bob does?
Yeah.
Well, that's when you start growing
You got to
almonds.
go find. Yeah, you got to go find the almond juice
And
from
how the
someone
fuck do
else.
they get milk out of an almond, man? I've never seen teeth in an almond.
It must be easier than a cat or a kitten, right?
It's one of life's mysteries.
Yeah, but that's the thing is you get it out there for other people. Yeah, and exactly, clowns. Because some people absolutely hate Xbox, but the problem is with that, people that hate Xbox also hate Microsoft.
Yeah.
Because they prefer Apple. But yet again, it's the messaging, right? So if you just tell them Xbox, they're going to be like, yeah, I don't need this. But if you say, hey, it's Microsoft, okay, well, then I don't need to have it because I can still play stuff. Because if it's Xbox, I need to have Gamepass. I need to have this. I need to have this. It's everything that's attached to it. But if you just tell them, hey, you get this thing, sign up to Microsoft, here's your account, and then it goes across everything.
And a lot of people already have Microsoft accounts. A lot of people, because they already use the browsers. Right. They're already logged into Windows. They already have those accounts. Those accounts are already there.
Yeah, if you got a PC that's not Apple, you have a Microsoft account.
That is the beauty and the simplicity of
Absolutely
what
do.
of
That's
the way
why they're not gonna say
Microsoft's
Xbox.
driving things.
Yep.
So, I mean, you've got
It might be an
one
Xbox
level
on
of
the
Game
puck.
Pass, yet PlayStation has confusing different levels. You just got one level.
Microsoft has
Mhm.
3 services, and PlayStation's going to have 3 tiers. Same thing.
That's
We have
not
3
You've got
consoles.
Gold, Game Pass, and
There
Ultimate.
are not 3
Gold,
different levels
Game
of
Pass, and
Game
Ultimate.
Pass.
Apple
Those are
has 3 different
things.
iPhones. Samsung has
PC
3
Game
iPhones.
Pass, regular Game Pass
Oh,
for
PC. Oh,
consoles,
sorry,
and
4 different things.
then Xbox Live.
Yeah.
So
But
yeah,
with
Xbox
this family thing, I agree with what Bomber said earlier. With the family thing, though, if that comes true, that could be freaking massive for these little things.
Yeah.
Yep.
What are we thinking that's going to run?
I think it's gonna be
at
less
least
on-
30
I think-
bucks a month. It's going to be at least 30 bucks a month.
As far as with the family bundle,
Yeah.
I mean, I would at least say 30, and that's fine. I'm already paying 30.
30
so
for how many?
I think 30 for
5
5.
5?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be a
I
great
think
deal.
5 devices
I would
for
do
30
it.
bucks a month, easy.
They could probably even go 35, and it would be worth it.
Hey, don't be
Yep.
pushing that.
I actually
No,
looked
yeah.
this up not too long ago, and married
I can
couples typically, the higher percentage have 3 children. So yeah, 5 is.
I say 5 devices makes sense.
Yeah, 5 is a sweet spot.
They've already said it's going to support 5.
Yep.
Or the rumor.
That one little that
And that makes
spreadsheet that
sense.
we
Like
or whatever.
Netflix, you can have what? I don't know. Netflix, you can have 5 accounts.
4 streaming for
With 4
$18 a month or something.
devices, and all of a sudden it has to be in the same household. Like, fuck you.
Yeah, that BS.
Hey, Wilmy, what kind of T-shirt are you wearing? I like that T-shirt, dude.
It's just grunt style.
I
Under
like
Armour.
it.
Thank you.
But yeah, I mean, $30 seems fair. I think. I mean, that's just me personally. I think.
And I see you're wearing your first naked penis shirt.
That's fat naked people. Fat naked
Plus-
people, because everybody deserves love.
Plus,
Everybody.
the other thing is you won't have to worry about having to set your, like, if you're, using another, like, your sons, your daughter, your kids, or your wife's Xbox, like you game share or whatever. You won't have to do that anymore because your one account has all your purchases underneath it, so everybody can access those games if you don't have restrictions or whatever. But I think that, to me, that would, like, for me, I have me and my 2 kids. So, I mean, that's 3 Xboxes there. So, I mean, and I'm already paying $30 a month. So,
Does the wifey game?
absolutely not.
Mine does. So
Yeah, mine definitely does not.
that's why she has her own
Mine
Xbox.
games
She
more
wished
than I
they
do.
never existed. But yeah,
I think overall, it's a great idea. How they implement it, it's all in messaging, right? Because the Xbox One was TV, and look what happens. You can't game share, you can't do this. It all depends on the marketing, how they put it out there. Because to me, it's going to be like a mini Xbox One without the Kinect, if you think about it. Because you're going to be able to stream all your games, you're going to be able to watch your shows that for the apps that they have on there, which Wilmy doesn't need because he already has it on all of his TVs. And on top of that, while you're watching a show, you're going to be able to see people pop in and out saying, "Hey, this person's live. This person's live. Hey, this person sent you a message. Do you want a game?" It's going to be the same way when I was watching TV on my Xbox One, and I could watch. I hooked it up to my TiVo, and I'd watch TV waiting for certain friends to get home or set up their Xboxes to we're gonna play Halo, and I would see that while I was watching TV and be like, all right, respond back, hey, I'm almost done with this episode, and then I didn't have to do any of this stuff like look at my phone. Now everything's connected, so I think this is going to be another one of those extensions to get us out there. And it's not really yet again for us, but we could use it as a benefit for ourselves. I used to travel for many years, and I would have my 360 and my PS3 in my suitcase, and I would travel with those, and I would game on the PS.
And the heroin and the cocaine.
Don't forget about the weed in the secret pocket.
Yeah. But and then this year I was looking at, all right, I'm gonna buy that little TV thing that hooks up to the Series S, and use that as my travel companion.
Some of that X screen.
Yeah,
was kind of
Now-
cool until I realized it was only a 30 frame. 30
Doesn't matter.
freaking
But
bar.
now, I mean, you're also going to rely on the hotels that you stay at on what type of TV they have. You know, they're crappy ass, cheap ass.
That's also true.
Assuming they
TVs.
They have Polaroid
even-
TVs,
can
which
even
I didn't even know was a
access
thing.
Yeah.
Polaroid TV.
Yeah.
Snapshot of you as you're doing something.
No, I actually saw one.
No,
It was
they're
a-
just.
It's a Polaroid television. I didn't even know Polaroid made fucking televisions.
They do. They're
I
really cheap. They're extremely cheap.
I didn't know that was a thing. I thought you were
Did
just
they take
making
a
that
picture
up.
too?
No.
Does it spit out a little?
We're watching.
You can buy like the 64-inch for like $5 at your local Dollar General store or some shit.
They're the Visios that didn't make it. We'll
Yeah.
buy those. We'll sell them. Put Polaroid on there.
That's hilarious.
So I think overall it'll be a good thing. It's just how they market it, and you know who truly is it for? It's not really for most people like us.
Yes, nobody that's listening / watching or on this panel is going to buy one unless it's, I guess, for a kid or something of that nature. Like, and
Or
that's
if you
me.
travel, or if you
I was
travel.
gonna say I do
buying
a lot
them.
of traveling with my job.
Traveling
I'm gonna have
would
one
come.
with me just so I can play Xbox when I'm stuck somewhere.
I think it'll come in handy. Personally, I think it'd just be a better connection.
Yeah, I mean,
overall.
it's why not? 'Cause I don't think it costs that much, and
No,
Yeah,
it'd be $100 or less, and it comes with a controller probably, because that would only make sense.
And I used to have a separate duffel
Yeah,
bag
that's
for
true,
those.
bummer. I mean, they would make sense to put a controller in that bundle.
Yeah,
right?
Well,
absolutely.
what they may do is they may sell two ways. They may sell the single unit, and then they may sell the kit for those
Yeah,
who already
Still
don't
moving
have.
way
Yeah.
too much
Yeah,
there.
Sure.
Yeah.
I just don't know how many videos I've seen on Twitter and other social media accounts where guys have been dragging their Series X around with them, and there's a video of them dropping it in the driveway
dude.
because they didn't.
oh god,
So that's why I'm just saying. That's why I
No,
don't
I
move
agree.
my Series X.
Nope.
Same, man.
I ain't dragging my Series X anywhere. No.
Well, not mine. No. But I mean, back in the day, I used to load up a 32-inch TV in the back of the car, take 2 Xboxes, 2 copies of Rainbow Six, pick up my friend, put his TV in the back of the car. I don't know how we managed to fit 2
How big
TVs
was
in the
your
back
car?
seat.
I used to
His
do the
Xbox,
exact same thing.
and then
with
we would go
Halo.
down to the next town over to another friend because he had cable, so he had faster speed. So, and then I would also have a Switch, and we would all hook up. And it got to the point where him and his wife would get into fights on whose turn it was next to play. And then he's like, "That's it." We all drove down to Walmart, bought another TV, another Xbox, another copy of Rainbow Six, an Xbox account. Went back to the house, and we had all 4 of us playing. But we've had 5. We've had more people playing before, so and that's how it used to be. You know,
I
now
have very
this is gonna be
memorable
the-
times about doing stuff like that, but the most
This is-
memorable was getting pulled over and they thought we stole all that shit.
But this is going to be so much easier, right? You put this little puck in your pocket, you go to the hotel, hook up to their TV, hook up to their Wi-Fi, you're good to go.
Nah,
Yeah, that's for
and-
travelers.
Yeah, I think it could be really handy. I mean, I'm not lying to you. I mean, I think
yeah, I think it'd be
I mean,
a very handy thing.
look at all the motorhomes, people that travel in those.
Yep.
Look at those TVs. Those TVs, the TVs that come in them are not your freaking LG OLEDs. And stuff.
They're
So-
Polaroid TVs.
Yeah,
Ones
they're
that are
Polaroid
hiding in the
TVs, basically.
countertops.
Yeah, man. Like, all you have to have is HDMI. Plug that shit in. You're good to go. Like, to me, I think it's a no-brainer in that aspect. And then if they, like I said, if they do the family thing, and you can add all your devices, whatever, and then if you have more devices, because I know with them coming out with this little thing, you may need more than 5. Maybe there's a tier where you pay, I don't know, $10 more and you get 3 more devices or some shit. You know, I don't know.
You'd be surprised how many of those campers are pimped out all to hell.
Oh, dude,
There's
absolutely.
One that has like 1,000 of them in their campsite,
Mhm.
and they got like porches, fucking stone
Oh, yeah.
gargoyles.
Oh, dude, absolutely. dude.
Yeah, seriously, they
I've
got.
been in one that had a fireplace. That is
Yeah.
what blew my damn mind is when they
Yeah.
had a tile floor and a fireplace in the
Yeah,
floor.
they got island.
Oh, dude,
kitchen
some of
islands.
these things are so much up to date that, dude, it makes my house look like
Yeah,
shit
2 bedroom, 2 baths.
Oh
They
yeah,
have their own internet. Yeah,
there's some of them that have an upstairs.
very few of those.
Like,
though.
how the hell?
Okay, but anyway,
That's
we're
when
getting,
you know
we're
they're
getting way sidetracked.
We're getting way off.
Yeah, we're getting
I've been
way
in one where
sidetracked
they
now.
took off the wheels and jacked it up.
So I don't know of anybody who didn't see
Those are
this a couple of years ago when we heard about the Microsoft agreement with Samsung. Everybody thought, well, if you got a Samsung TV, you're going to have access, and if you don't, there's going to be like a Fire Stick type companion. I don't know anybody who didn't see this coming.
I've talked about that several times.
Well, we've talked about it before.
You did.
Yep.
We've all talked about it, and it just seems like it took longer than we all expected it was going to take. But it looks like it's coming to fruition.
Chip shortage.
They are working on a $70 billion deal right now. Let's get
Yeah.
Well, you know,
they got bigger fish in the
they got
fryer
bigger
right
things to worry about than
They gotta get that Call of Duty.
Yeah,
that's
Warcraft.
But you also got
Call of Duty.
the last couple of years we've
That's
had
a Bobby Kotick
issues
stage, right?
with
Call of Duty.
products and availability.
What do you mean
this
last
is
few
probably
years?
another thing.
We're still doing that.
I'm just saying what happened the last few years ago
Yeah,
into
no,
now.
I know,
That's
I know.
why these are not coming out yet. So
I'm just saying
but-
we're still having issues coming in. I'm sure Centurion can also attest to it, like I have.
Yeah,
We still have jobs that cannot happen. I'm starting a job right now that they're going to do 2 phases on. They're going to get the main stuff first, and then when the rest of the hardware that they're waiting on to get shipped and built, and then shipped over to the place that we're working on, will happen like 3 months later. And these are usually 3-month projects that are now taking over 60 days in build wise, but total time will be almost a year.
It's crazy.
Yeah, we're dealing with one distributor now that it has massive product shortages. Like I have one guy that can't even find insulation to build a damn house.
Well, we can kind of relate to that. Some supplies are really hard to find, trust me. But we're moving forward. All right, we ready?
Yes.
Nintendo,
We
my
are
favorite
ready.
topic. Nintendo says the transition to its next console is a major concern for us. I wonder why that is. Maybe they will have to realize it's not 1985 anymore.
It's probably because it's probably
What's your
because
thoughts?
they're having to worry about actually putting internet and voice chat in it.
I don't know why.
I mean it's gonna be a
Look
big
what happened
deal.
last
Hey,
time. They had
hey,
a really good selling console, and then they made
Hey,
another one.
look, I've got to go take a husk. I'll be right back.
Okay,
So
Nintendo,
y'all-
What happened?
Nintendo's
I'm
gonna
gonna-
get out of the dial-up era.
Yeah,
I'm
they
gonna
gotta
pick
make
this
sure it's
up.
not gonna. They gotta make sure the cardboard's not gonna light on fire.
Yeah, I was going
You
to
know?
say, they're trying to figure out how to make cardboard into 4K.
Yeah.
Until Womenhood gets back, I'm going to pick this up and give it to you from the Kentucky Hillbilly aspect.
Oh, jeez.
What we're looking at here is Nintendo actually, they're gonna pull like a PS3 sort of thing in the Nintendo realm, where they're gonna say everything you've had in the past, it's not gonna be any good. You see, because what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to change everything up because we've been waiting so long and giving time for you to have time with our games. But
See,
we're
I
gonna
didn't-
have to go on to the next gen, and it's all gonna change so much.
Yeah, I
that
didn't think,
You know,
you're
all they're
have
gonna
to
do.
buy it
Yeah.
all again.
I
You're
didn't
gonna
I was
have to
gonna
buy
say
everything
they're
again,
gonna
I'm telling
they're gonna
ya.
release all the games. They're gonna release all the games again,
You know
which
what
of course will not work. So you have to buy them all again.
you know what I saw?
Sorry, Nintendo,
when
I
I
will
thought he
be
was
there
going
to
to go with
support
this.
you with all the money I can give you.
You know
I'm
what I thought
kidding.
Bob was going to go with this? See, what we have here is a failure to
Yeah, to
communicate.
communicate. Yes.
Exactly, a communication error.
So,
Hey,
no, I
hey
mean,
boy. Hey boy.
you got to remember, Nintendo has always been about doing something different with what they're doing, and how much more different can you get? And now I'm sure they're feeling the pressure, and there's rumors out there that there's a 4K Switch. You know, whether or not that's true, we'll see what happens. But you know, they want to make sure that if it is a Switch, that everything kind of usually works within a degree or two, right? So if they're coming out with another console, they're literally gonna cold cut it and start fresh again.
No,
So
not a 4K version
mean,
of this. Are
I
you
do
telling me
think, like-
I won't be able to play?
Well, then, can you
everything
mute
I
him from
play
the
on here
John?
with a 4K version?
I wish I could,
No!
but no. Like, I mean, Nintendo's saying like it's a major concern. I mean, you got to think they're outselling the most innovative consoles on the market, and they're outselling them easily, like tenfold. And so
For the record, they're also available.
they're killing it when they sell a first party game. It destroys everyone. Like Sony
Goddamn
and
Mario
Xbox
Kart 8 is
can
on,
marry
is on the
together
verge of
and
50 million
sell a
copies.
game, and it still can't sell as much as any Mario game. So it's just funny. But them, if they're thinking, which I don't know what they're thinking. I mean, it's freaking Nintendo. They'll come out with something crazy probably, but I mean, if they did go for like realistic, more up to date specs on a
That's Bob's
device,
job.
I think that's going to be a big deal. Like, I don't know if that's going to be a thing that Nintendo does, because I mean, shit, they're killing it with the Switch. Why not? Why switch it back to console when apparently handheld is where people want to buy your stuff from? So
Yeah, I don't see them making a console. I think they're going to make another version of the Switch, and that's probably why they're having a hard time. They want to cut it and then call it something else. So nothing's compatible. It's a hard start again. And at the same time, how do you push it so that way there's no confusion between the Wii and Wii U, right? You know how they did that? That whole naming thing screwed them up.
Oh, dude.
And now if they're going to have the same looking type console, which is a handheld, how are you going to do that with the 4K, with the added features and benefits? I think that's really probably on our side. How do you look at it as a CEO or an exec that's trying to figure out how to do that, And it's
tough.
hard for us, right?
That's why we sit back. That's why we sit back and we just game on them. I mean,
right.
It is.
But
the one nice thing they have going for them is they can't seem to piss off their customer base no matter what they do. So seriously, I mean, those people will buy a cardboard from them. So so it'd be really hard for them to really kind of screw up with their main base, I think.
Oh, that's what it is. They did upgrade the cardboard into plywood, and they just can't figure out how the little kids are going to pick up those cardboard.
No, it's because plywood they can't find any. So.
Yeah, that's true.
right.
$70 for a sheet of plywood. How are we going to charge it? What?
It's actually going to be colored cardboard. So there's going to be graphics on it now.
Oh, love it. Yeah, it'd just be weird. It'd be interesting to see what Nintendo does, especially what because if you think about it, their last console that was great, I guess, was the Wii. Before that was the GameCube. Would they go back to a GameCube style thing? I just don't see it.
I don't see that. I don't see
it just because of their success with the Switch, personally.
Once they've combined the two,
I didn't think was going to be a thing.
See them doing. I mean, you could see from the GameCube on, they were making it portable. You could play your Game Boy games on there.
Well, it had a freaking hand.
Right,
they wanted you to carry it around.
They made it portable on purpose. Carried it, set it over
it did. It had a damn handle on it.
Right.
And extra handle? Hell no.
Hey, you know what? If
PlayStation,
the PS5, and the Series X actually had a handle on it, you know how much easier it'd be carrying around?
And then you look at how small the Wii was, and then you look at the design of the Wii U. You look at where we're at now, because you remember the handheld and with a console, with a base, right? And now they combine the two into one. They're not going to go backwards. They're going to keep it this way. But how do you separate it to stand out? How do you do more to move beyond what the past was and still be innovative, right? You can only roll so many balls in your Joy-Con.
Yep. See, and fix the online shit and fix the online shit. Okay, big time.
Well, that's easy improvement for them.
See, that's where I feel like Nintendo does have a big hurdle in the fact that, for starters, they have a handheld device that literally has probably one of the rudimentary UIs I've ever seen. You can't really do much with it. They now have to compete with something called the Steam Deck that is on the same scale, that can also use apps, surf the internet, do all this other stuff. So they got to get on a more digital age. They probably got to somehow integrate Bluetooth so people can have headsets and stuff like that. There's a lot more technology that has to go into it. But also, in my opinion, they also have to deal with the Joy-Con drift issue. They cannot redesign redesign the console and still use the same BS tech that is basically creating one of the biggest anchors for their console is the Joy-Con drift issue.
I agree.
I
I hope Xbox decides, or Microsoft, whoever, they decide to do something about their freaking Joy-Con.
I agree completely with Centurion right now. As far as like, so the way we've used the Nintendo consoles is changed, but I feel like the quality of the build of their hardware has stayed the same. And yes, it's really, it doesn't last as long as I remember. I remember having Nintendo Entertainment Center NES controllers that lasted for years. I mean, they lasted forever. The only thing I ever had to do was blow on a cartridge, and it would
also
work.
Your controller only had to press buttons. These new ones have gyroscopes. They have
but I mean,
freaking microphones built into them, and they got everything now. So it's like,
at the same time, though, we've seen. I mean, the big issue that we're seeing with is the analog sticks on the new iterations of the Nintendo consoles, and we've got great examples of controllers for our next gen consoles where the analog sticks work great for a long time. So Nintendo, come on,
not Xbox.
Pick it up.
Jesus.
See, when it comes to the Joy-Con and the joysticks on any controller, because I know drift can happen in any controller, that is where I feel we need to have at least, I know Microsoft has an Elite controller, but that is like an extreme situation where, you know, you're going to spend $200 on a controller, but you have $70 controllers. Why not have $90 controllers where the joystick housings are metal instead of plastic, and they've got better contacts for people that take gaming serious, but they don't want to go out and drop $2 bills on an Elite 2.
Well, I wish the Elite. Hey, look, I wish the Elite 2. Listen, yes, I've gone way through too many of those Elite 2s. Still think it's the best controller I've ever put in my hands, but the Xbox, definitely.
When you've gone through that many, could it be the user and not necessarily the equipment? I mean, are you that hard on your controller?
Definitely the equipment. But no, like it's they're all plastic. They're all plastic on the inside. The Xbox ones are just they're so frail. I mean, you open them up, because I've opened up quite a few, just to clean them, to work on them, replace parts on my old ones. And yeah, like it's all plastic, small little pieces that could easily break and falter, and that's exactly what happens. Them being metal, would it fix the issue? I don't know. I think they just need to have better parts.
I'm saying
general.
a much better premium joystick. Like, there's guys on YouTube that show you how to do it, and you can even send your controllers to be modded by these guys, where they take your controller apart, they'll rip basically the cheap joystick controls out, and they'll anchor in like a premium joystick control that basically functions entirely different compared to what Microsoft or whoever gave you, because they did it to hit a price point.
Oh yeah, absolutely, and manufacturing and all that shit. So yeah, I mean, it can happen. I don't see like Microsoft and all of them actually giving two shits to put better equipment like that in them, because I think that's just cost. They have to keep their costs out.
No, but could you imagine if they did it in like the Xbox design labs? Like when you're designing a controller, it'd be like, you want to pay for premium sticks?
100%. Like that would be. That's why I still think the Elite needs to be part of that thing. Like, let me just, because really, to tell you the truth, I'd rather have the regular Series X controller and give me 2 paddles on the back. That's all I need. It's really all I need.
That's all I need too. I'd be cool.
And if they would allow that, like you said, Centurion, if they would allow that inside the shit, you just said
standard, the Elite series.
No,
the Xbox Design Lab.
Yeah, if they had it in the Design Lab, geez, man, like that would give you, and also give you a good warranty, because the whole bullshit warranty of like 30 days, like, I'm sorry, that's not enough. 90 days still ain't enough either. I think they all should come with 1-year warranty and let you buy a 2-year extended warranty, because that's what I did with my Elite, and I had a 3-year warranty on the son of a bitch, and thank God I did. No, I've replaced.
Wilmy's back.
No.
No.
Don't forget the wife. No.
But yeah, I'm with you, Centurion, 100%. Is it your back, Wilmy? Unmute your damn self.
At the same
I'm
time,
trying. Give me a minute.
Why the
He still has
we're
to
all
wash his hands,
wondering
right?
what Centurion may look like.
Oh, we already know.
You're curious?
See, I don't know.
What I'm curious. Well,
He doesn't want
okay,
you to know.
my camera's not hooked up, but yeah, I have gone live on. I go live, but the only problem is I'm in a mask, and at
Yep,
that
he has a
point, I'm a
mask, that's right.
fanboy.
if you see that mask that's within his little screen right there.
See, I'm sitting here right now playing with my heating and air because for some fucking reason, I don't know why.
Your heat is on?
Our weather is bipolar here in North Carolina this week, and my house is so fucking dry right now at the moment. It's killing my nose and my sinuses. So I'm trying to get the fan to come on, at least blow some air around, because we've got it like 66 degrees inside this bitch.
Damn right.
Damn.
And it's
That's
still
hot outside.
and it is still dry as fuck.
Hey, Wilmy Hood,
killing me.
if it's any consolation, you're probably getting what we're dealing with. After we deal with it, we're reading record highs here in Kentucky.
Oh, dude, it was in the 90s for 2 weeks.
Right.
I live farther
It's
south.
crazy.
Back down into the 60s last night.
Yeah.
I haven't seen
So-
the 60s since February.
Nobody tell me about cool temperatures because we're about to start hitting record-setting temperatures here
Yeah, I
in
was gonna
Phoenix,
say.
Arizona.
Oh Jesus!
Normally, we're sweating balls.
I don't want to know.
in
I don't
February.
want to know what's going on in Arizona right now.
Dude, I saw the words 108 on the screen, and
Holy
it's
shit.
all like, oh man, this is gonna be a great one, and it's only May.
Jesus, that hurts me. I mean, see, when I see in the 90s here in Alabama because of our stupid humidity, I'm like,
Yeah,
like I don't want to go outside. I'm gonna die.
See, that's what's killing me right now.
Yep, that's what kills me 100%. As soon as I go outside, it's 85 or higher, which at least by the weather says 85, which then means it's in the 90s. I'm out there just dying because I can't freaking breathe. My
What's the
asthma
next
just sits
topic?
there, kills me.
What's the next topic? What's the next
Evil
topic?
Dead Friday.
Oh, and you bought it? I heard. From
I did.
Bird.
I couldn't help myself. I'm an Evil Dead fanatic.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I pre-ordered the deluxe edition of The Evil Dead. I am right
Oh,
there
did
with
you?
you.
Oh, damn.
Because I've got the Necronomicon sitting behind me. I've got Ash above me.
Dude.
So
I hope
That
it's
is
good. I hope
one
it's
of my
good because I know.
favorite actors of all time.
Yeah, let me
it's
know
playable.
because actually those were
I
actually a good
want to buy
movie
all
series. I want to know how that game turns out.
I played the beta. The beta's cool.
Is
And I'm
it?
not into games like that. Yeah, I enjoyed
Is
the
it,
beta. And
is it similar to
I,
Friday the 13th?
Yeah, I was gonna ask that.
it's kind of like that, but there's a little more to it, and there's more PVE type stuff going on as well. It's almost like a mix between Friday the 13th and Left 4 Dead in the sense that you have a group of people, and you're also, I believe, because they didn't have all the modes activated for the beta, but I believe in one mode you'll go against other people, but they also have against PVE as well. So, but it's there's a lot more to do than just run around and kill or not be killed.
nice.
You know?
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
That's definitely good.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah.
But
I'll
there
get
is
it at some
sort
point
of-
when I can afford it. Too many cons for me in the next month, so
There
I'll
is
have to
sort
wait.
of a single player mode.
Yeah.
Oh, is there?
Yes.
Go ahead,
Yes.
Paul, since you played the beta.
It is, and it basically it directs you. It's story driven in the sense that you have to go do this, you have to go do that, and fight off mobs and stuff. I really enjoyed it, and I'm not into games like that because I'm usually really terrible at games like that. But
I
it kept me.
Well, I played
I just
Halo
want
with
to
you.
put
I
a
can agree.
chainsaw on my hand and cut.
Shut up,
That's all I
Wilmy.
wanna
Shut
do.
up, Wilmy. Hey, at least when we're out there, Wilmy, I'm having fun, right?
Exactly.
Okay, so you know,
Because do you
So-
play as Ash?
yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's why I was wondering. I didn't know if
Oh,
like you're
they're
just some random
so-
other human.
Oh, there's
No, no,
other
no,
stuff
no.
there.
There's
It's so
so
much
Gotta make
fun.
my chin. Gotta make my chin bigger.
I
It's-
don't want to spoil it. There's so much in there. There's
Yeah.
not a lot, but there's so much in there that any fan would definitely enjoy it.
Yeah, there's some of the dialogue and stuff is awesome, and yeah, there's a lot of stuff, fun stuff in there. I don't know what the staying power is going to be, but it was fun, and I will pick it up at some point.
Did they get Bruce Campbell to come like voice Ash?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
he did everything.
Yep.
Bruce was talking about this game like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I remember talking off and on, but anymore you just never know, especially with the developer involved and just some of the missteps they had. So I was just very curious.
Yep, they got him, which was definitely good. I mean, because I think if they didn't, I think it kind of
nobody else can do Ash besides Bruce Campbell.
And the visual models are amazing, and it was.
Good.
It really does look like Bruce Campbell. So
yeah, nobody can play Ash besides him. It just wouldn't be right. So
yeah,
I agree.
I think you're going to enjoy it a lot.
How much of it did you play?
Friday the 13th.
Wait, is that really the 13th?
Yeah.
Yes, it is really Friday.
I have not paid attention.
How much of it did you play, Paul?
Well, the demo, it had the beta. It had a very limited part of the beta. I only played it for a few hours, and if there were other people in my party, we just went and did our thing, and we kept winning, so we were doing something right. So
I played the tutorial. I loved it. And I was like, all right, this is cool. This is good control. It's a nice setup. And then I got my wife and I had her sit down and she's like, is this going to be another one of those Friday the 13th? I said, just try it out. See what you like. She did the same thing. She's like, wow, are we getting this game?
Yeah. I don't compare it to Friday the 13th that well, that much.
We just didn't get into the multiplayer
asked me
portion
the
of
other
it.
day, she said, did you buy a game? I said, yeah. She goes, which one? I said, The Evil Dead. And she said, LOL, did you take Friday off? I was like, no, I didn't.
But did you swallow 3 times first?
Wilmy, did you call your boss and say you're calling out?
What's that?
Did you call your boss and tell him you're calling out Friday?
Yeah, I told myself that I was taking off.
Call your supervisor and tell him you're lazy.
I mean, with all the games right now in the store on Xbox, there is only 2 games that I have pre-ordered, and that is The Evil Dead because of my love for Bruce Campbell, and it's really almost to this point it's a cult following because of the way you appreciate his acting job and the way he's awesome.
He's Bruce Campbell.
He's Bruce Campbell. And The Quarry. I pre-ordered The Quarry.
I ordered The Quarry too.
I love Dewey from Scream, and seeing how he was portrayed in the preview and his voice and everything. I was like, oh, I'm getting that. I am getting it, and I've got it.
It's like the spiritual successor to Until Dawn.
Oh,
pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
I never played that either. So.
And I think I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I mean, it's The Quarry. I mean, if you look at the Evil Dead game, I mean, it's more or less just it doesn't really have like a really like driven home story.
No.
But The Quarry does. It is a driven home story. I mean, it's going to be awesome. And with Dewey, Dewey's awesome.
They're gonna have a movie mode option in that where you can just basically watch it essentially, which I think is
Hold on. Is that the one that has like 5 or like 8 different people that are in there and they like start dying off one by one or whatever?
Yeah, like Until Dawn.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I never played Until Dawn. So
Dewey
the other set of games that does that is the
and he plays a ranger in a forest where these people are staying for a certain amount of time, and they just all start dying off. It's going to be cool.
And on that note,
awesome.
dying off. Let's get the panel out of here. Yep, I've got other stuff I've got to do, folks. Sorry. But Centurion,
sunglasses.
Tell everybody they're over here somewhere.
All right.
Centurion,
he had to take him off when he did his husk.
Well, Wilmy, it was an awesome show, man. Totally had a lot of fun discussing everything. For those interested in finding me, please find me at Centurion1307 on Twitter, Xbox Live, and of course right here on YouTube. You can find me here every Wednesday night on Gaming Beyond the Box with Wilmy Hood, Bomber, and the rest of the amazing cast. Thank you, gentlemen, for welcoming me in. And you can also find me every Sunday night right over on the TXR podcast. And that's pretty much where I hang out every single week.
Sweet. All right, Dreadpool. Tell everybody where they can find you, dude.
You can find me on screen. Yeah, you can find me here every night, Wednesday nights at 8. Typically every Friday morning, Breakfast with Boom. But I will be hanging out with Cerebral Paul
next weekend.
Next Friday. I'm sorry.
On purpose?
Yeah. I'm trying to get him to skate a little bit and rail grind off that stairwell. I'm gonna find a 3-story stairwell, by the way.
Yeah,
Paul.
we're gonna run a 5K together. Yeah.
Sure we will. Do the tortoise in the hair. Just let you roll on. I'll just sit here. Anyway, so Breakfast Boom, 10 a.m. Fridays. Next week with Paul and Carlo doing the MegaCon. And if you guys anybody who's around in the area, you guys go to the MegaCon, come hit us up. Well, I don't know about those guys, but I'll say hi to you.
So will I. Even more so if you offer to buy me lunch or something, you know. So.
And if you meet up with Dread, he can put you on giving head with Dread, but actually it's not Dread that gives the head. It's KY Bob, but you have to be third in line.
Yes. Third in line gets a special prize.
Just make a new T-shirt. Third.
So keep that in mind. All right, Paul. Tell everybody where they can find you, dude.
You can find me on Twitter, CerebralPaul1, and my first post that's pinned up has all my links for all the different shows and all the different channels I'm on, including my own on Twitch and YouTube, where I do my own streaming. Also, you can find me on Mondays at the Xbox Ambassador channel, where I have my own show now, Gaming Differently with Cerebral Paul, where I kind of go through the accessibility side of gaming as I play any game I can think of. Let's see, what else is there? And just all the different shows I'm on throughout the week. Thank you, Wilmy, for having me on again. Like I pointed out to Wilmy, June 10th of this year will actually be my 2nd anniversary of podcasting, which started right here with you guys. And I will always appreciate that.
You know what the irony of that is? You know what the day is for us?
What's that?
Today makes 3 years on the dot. We started this podcast.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It's been interesting.
3. Yep. 3.
It's been very entertaining.
I've been dealing with Wilmy for 3 years, y'all.
And you see what that caused Fork to do. I mean, this guy's jerking off in the socks. Hi, Fork.
By the way, you know what's great? So my first show with you was when Fork got slapped, and now this show is we find out that that KY Bob like to swallow. Yeah. Like that.
Third time, bro. Third time.
And we're not going to tell you how Fork gets the little googly eyes to stick on those socks. All right, Leo, tell everybody where they can find you.
Glue, right?
Yeah, handmade.
The same protein Bomber uses to keep that shine in his beard.
Yeah. You know those first 2 times that KY spits, there's the glue. Yeah.
Yeah. Bob helps you harvest. All right, Leo, tell everybody where they can find you, brother.
Thanks for everyone coming out. Leo Nice Canadian for everywhere. Go on, Bob.
Go on, Bob. Wow. All right, Bob. You got like 20 minutes. Tell everybody where all they
can This is KY Bob. You can find me on Xbox at KY Bob, Twitter, KY Bob, and I would encourage everybody to come out and check out our shows. Game Set Live on Thursday nights at 9 o'clock. KY Bob, Power Man 4K, and Assassin Lupa. And it was a blast being on Gaming Beyond the Box. It is never a letdown being on here. It is live. It is crazy. It's unscripted. It is just the way KY Bob likes it. Thank you, Wilmy Hood, very much for the invite.
And by the way, Peniac's third in line.
Peniac will have to do this off camera for censorship reasons.
There
we go.
I think we have geographic difficulties.
You have geographic difficulties.
Technically, Canada's not that far
supposed
from
to be
Kentucky,
milking it. There you go.
Milk that prostate.
Oh, damn.
See? It works out.
There we go. It's fine.
All right, Peniac, tell everybody where they can find you, man.
You can find me 8 p.m. Eastern Wednesday nights here on the channel with these lovely folks. Hopefully, Paul will be here next week. So, kidding, obviously. Am I? But yeah, Penny I Shine also on Twitter, PSN Xbox. Hit me up there if you want. And over to Kratos' third.
All right, Bomber. Tell everybody where they can find you. And my left nut is itchy. Damn, dude, sorry you missed it, but guess what? You can watch us right there on YouTube.
I love that
It'll
dude.
be there.
I just like seeing this damn name that pops up on there. It's too freaking hilarious. Anywho, of course, you can find me on the old Twitter at HRBomber1414 here every Wednesday night. If you want to hit me up on Xbox or PlayStation, it's just HRBomber as well. But no, appreciate everybody coming out. Thank you, Paul, Bob, of course. The whole crew here. Of course, thank you. And everybody else. Game on, baby. Game on.
Love you, Bomber. Love you, brother.
More gaming, less whining and complaining.
Damn right.
Exactly. And of course, you can find me here every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern. You can find me on Twitter. I'm the guy that they're censoring the fuck out of right now.
Yeah.
And you can find me on Xbox, PlayStation, and Steam. So
Steam, nice.
There's that. And that's
Best
about
places to be found.
Yeah. That's about it.
About it.
Yeah.
Thanks everybody for coming out.
Yeah.
And
Thanks,
on
everybody.
that note,
bye.
I think we may be out of here, folks.
Thank you.
And then I can fight with my. Actually, I'm gonna go sit outside because it's a lot cooler.
I was gonna say pie feels better.
Yeah, it's not as dry.
Yep.
Oh my god. I ain't worried about the bugs right now, dude. Oh my god, my sinuses are killing me. You can't hear it when I talk. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I can hear a little bit.
All right. On that note, everybody have a great week. We will see you here next Wednesday night. And game on.